What's happening right now in the pre-sale market is wild, and it is not affecting ultra wealthy investors or flippers anymore. Even regular people just like you and me are losing more than 100,000 and sometimes even $200,000 or $300,000 on brand new condos, units they haven't even lived in yet. And the part that really worries me is that most of these losses don't even show up in the official real estate stats. In over 2 decades of selling real estate in Surrey and Vancouver market, I honestly don't think I have ever seen a shift like this one. If you are new here, my name is Sonny Bhinder. I have helped over 1,300 buyers and sellers buy and sell in the last 20 years. And on this channel, I'm gonna break down what's actually happening in the market. Not the headlines, not the hype. Please make sure you subscribe because what I'm about to show you is going to matter a lot if you are a buyer, seller, or someone who bought a pre-sale in the last few years. About 4 months ago, I made a video talking about the pre-sale housing crisis where buyers are trapped. They neither can sell now as prices have crashed, nor they can rent as the rental vacancy rate is very high. So today, that problem has spread far beyond luxury. We are now seeing the same thing happening in a completely normal high-rise buildings in places like Brentwood, Metrotown, New Westminster, and Surrey City Centre. Over the last few months, I've had buyers looking at newly completed 2024 and 2025 buildings. And what shocked us wasn't that sellers were losing money. We know that they are losing money. It was how much they were losing. It is not 50,000, not 100,000. They are losing $200,000 or $300,000 on completely just normal condos that were bought in 2021 and 2022. Take Pier West in New Westminster, built by Bosa, a very reputable developer. People literally lined up outside the sales center to buy these condos. Today, those same buyers are listing their units at massive losses and they are still struggling to sell it. And this isn't just happening in New Westminster. The same story is unfolding near Metrotown, in Brentwood, even parts of Coquitlam and Surrey City Centre. These are not bad buildings. They are not bad developers. We are talking about reputable builders, buildings where people were lining up for. And now those same people are watching their entire life savings just evaporate. The question is, why did this happen? Here's what created the perfect storm. Over the last few years, interest rates were historically low. Developers could borrow cheaply. Buyers were excited. Pre-sales were selling out with lineups outside sales center. Everyone believed prices would be higher by competition. And for a long time, that belief system worked. The problem is all those projects finished at the same time. Now imagine you are a seller in one of those buildings. You are not just competing with your neighbor anymore. You are competing with dozens of identical units in your own building, and even with brand new buildings next door that also just completed. And here's something most people don't even realize. Many developers actually held back some inventory during the pre-sale phase. The idea was simple. Once the building is complete, prices will be higher, so they will sell those units later on at much higher prices. That strategy completely backfired now. Now developers are competing directly with resale sellers. And when a developer is willing to discount a unit to move his inventory, it instantly drags down the value of every similar unit in the building. On top of that, you have got speculators, people who bought multiple units planning to flip it. And these speculators got hit the hardest. I personally know of situations where someone bought 2 units in the same tower and is now losing around $300,000 on each one. So imagine that is $600,000 gone. There are even real estate investment companies that bought 5 units and they are starting at $1 million losses. So all this is affecting you if you have also bought a property, a pre-sale in 2021 or 2022. When units in your building start selling at these prices, that becomes a new value benchmark, whether you like it or not. Here's another really important point that doesn't get enough attention. A lot of these losses don't actually show up in the real estate stats. Why? Because when these condos were originally sold as pre-sales, those prices were never recorded on the MLS system. So if someone paid $1.5 million during a pre-sale phase and sells today for 1.2 million, MLS sees that as a first sale. They don't see it as a 300,000 loss. That means the data we are looking at doesn't fully capture how painful this has been. Downtown luxury market is even in a bigger mess. I'm seeing condos now selling around $1,400 per square feet. These same were selling for double the price just a few years ago. The scary part is these prices are developers' price. If a private seller tried to sell it, they would be even taking bigger losses. At the same time, the construction cost hasn't come down. In many cases, it literally doesn't make financial sense to build condos right now. That is why you are seeing projects getting cancelled one after the another across Metro Vancouver. Looking ahead, I do think there's more pain coming. There's another wave of completions happening in 2026 and early 2027, especially around Brentwood, Metrotown, Surrey City Centre. Assignments are where things really get ugly. I'm getting emails almost daily from people willing to lose hundreds of thousands of dollars just to walk away. Some are giving up their deposits. Some are even adding cash to get out. That tells you how desperate some sellers are. The million-dollar question, should you buy right now? Now here's the balanced part of this conversation. If you are a buyer today, there are opportunities. Prices are aggressive, inventory is high, you have leverage, and unlike a few years ago, you are not competing with lineups. You are not negotiating or going into multiple biddings. But you need to understand what you are buying, why the price is low, and what the long-term risks are. This market is painful for a lot of people. But for informed buyers, it can also be one of those rare windows where patience and good advice really matters. I will keep breaking this down as things evolve. If you want honest, no hype insight into the Vancouver market, just subscribe to the channel. And if you need advice specific to your situation, my contact information is below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.